Yeah, so FinTech is obviously finance and technology put together as words. What it really means is actually, in my world, is a democratization of the financial world. What I mean by that is that until yesterday, banks were the only sort of, they're too big to fail, and so corporates around that could control really the dynamic of products that they sold to users and of how they behaved in certain situations, as we all probably have read and learned and lived probably the financial crisis. And what is happening with fintech is that, like with the internet, there's a lot more connection straight to the consumer and attention to the consumer and to bringing products and services that really help the ultimate consumer. And the consumer can be a person or a business, so both B2B and B2C. And that exciting part is really changing the way finance is perceived by the younger generation. So one of the interesting things statistics that are interesting to learn is that people are actually very averse to changing their bank accounts, and they are more likely to divorce than change their bank accounts. But this is not because they don't like they like their bank, it's because it's very hard to change. And so when you actually ask how much people are affectionate to the brand of their banks, it's actually the lowest brands in all consumer goods that you can think of in terms of engagement. So whilst people are really obsessed about like their iPhone or certain specific consumer brands, with their banks, they are not at all in association with the branding of the bank. And so fintech is this kind of layer in between the infrastructure, financial infrastructure that will continue to exist, and the consumer, to create a better and magical experience also in the financial world. Fintech also extends to the whole movement of blockchain, and blockchain is a whole new enabler of disintermediated transactions. So not only it's disintermediating the relationship between banks and their consumers, but also now, or insurance companies and their consumers, but it's also with the blockchain disintermediating the transactions per se. So that's kind of a small, quick analysis of the fintech